Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Moody, back. Some more Pokemon action. Today we got a new league. We got a new league. We got a new league. Um, today over the weekend, or well, I had this planned, but I joined the SSL, the Super Showdown League. I believe that's what it stands for their fourth season. It is a league hosted by the Polish Elf. He's been on this channel whooping my ass once, and then um, once when we played Mixed Mega. But yeah, so I'm super excited for this league. There's a lot of people in this league that I haven't played before, and then some familiar faces as well. So it's a nice little mix of both. We just had our draft, and I'm gonna share it with you and break it down and see what it is. So I'm gonna go in this draft in order in which the Mon was brought to me. So before we get started in breaking down the draft, I just want to let you know my overall plan in what I wanted to draft. Well, by overall plan I mean way before the season started, I randomized a Mega to see what I wanted to build a team around. So I got Mega Tyranitar, and I was like, okay. I could fuck with Mega Tyranitar. I've never used Mega Tyranitar. Wanted to try new Mega, and I was just like, I don't know who to try. So I just randomized it, and I got Mega Tyranitar. So I'm super hyped to use it. But yes, that was basically the general idea of trying to get a good team around Mega Tyranitar. Hopefully I succeeded. I don't know if I did or not. There are some flaws with this team, but regardless, let's get into it. So in the SSL, they had a franchise kind of like a rule where like any new coach can franchise any, like, I think it was like tier 3 and below or tier 4 and below mons for free. Like you could just get them on, and it doesn't really, well, it goes to your free points, but there's no like added cost to it. So it was kind of just like, all right, might as well just get someone, you know. So I decided to get Gligar, nicknamed Damian Wayne. Shout out to the Batman family. But why did I decide to franchise pretty much Gligar? Well, Gligar is a very good Evaluate mon. As you see, I have the Evaluate on it. Boasting pretty good stats with boasting kind of whack HP with 65, but then the defense and special defense boosted with Evaluate is really good, and this one is uber bulky because of it. Also, I mean, I know it's not like really good Earthquake user because, you know, it's coming from base 75 attack, but it's still stab Earthquake, which is always pretty nice. And then the speed for a wall is really good, kind of like 85. 85 is really good for walls, in my opinion. I judged like wall speed by, like, I mean, walls aren't supposed to be fast, but like a fast wall, I consider like 80 and above. But yeah, that's just me. Why else did I draft Damian Wayne? Well, stab Earthquake, and this ground flying is just a really good type. I mean, sure, because blown back by an HP Ice, but or any sort of Ice move, but it's still like a pretty decent typing because it gives immunity to ground types, and it also gives immunity to electric types, which are two pretty common threats in the game. And you know, you can block a Volt Switch, or you can do this, that, and third, and it's got pretty high defense. So you know, like if someone's gonna hit me with a physical water type, probably could take one or two. Not sure. But it also has really cool moves like Agility, which is pretty sweet. Baton Pass, so it passes Agility to someone. Like Brick Break, pretty sweet. Let's see. Oh, Defog. Defog was another reason why I wanted it. I think I have to run Hyper Cutter, if I do recall. If I have to run Hyper Cutter to get it, which you know, it's not like terrible to run Hyper Cutter, but normally I would want to run Immunity. So if I'm not running Defog 1 week, I can run Immunity. It's got Earthquake, like I talked about. Let's see, what else it's got. Oh, it's got Hone Claws, which is actually pretty good with Mega Tyranitar, because you could go, like, let's say you get 1 Hone Claws up, and then you Baton Pass to Mega Tyranitar. That means the accuracy goes up by 1. So if I'm gonna fire off Stone Edges with Mega Tyranitar, that means I won't miss them, or I have a better chance to hit them. So. Knockoff. I don't know if this is ability contingent. Like, I don't think I can. I don't know. I have to like play around with this. But knockoff, very good support move. Quick attack. I mean, whatever priority. I'm probably never gonna run quick attack Lagar, but you know, it's there. Rock polish. So I don't know if I wanted to run Rock Polish over Agility. I guess they do the same thing. But if I wanted to run just like, you know, be that guy, I'd run Rock Polish. Stone Edge, and then Rocks, Stealth Rocks, always important in the league. And then Tailwind too, pretty cool support move. And it also gets U-turn, which is really good for momentum. So overall, this and taunt. So overall, this mon gets like a lot of cool support moves like taunt, Tailwind, baton pass, U-turn, and a lot of really cool boosting moves like Swords Dance, Rock Polish, Hone Claws, and like also Stealth Rocks. I mean, it's just a very good kind of I don't want to say building block, but a very good easy to plug in into really any team. I mean, sure, you need to mitigate the ice weakness, but I mean, ice is ice. It is what it is. Like a lot of water mons have ice, but like an ice beam, but still, you could patch up an ice weakness. I think pretty easily, because there's not a lot of ice stab going around. I mean, there are a lot of mons who get ice attacks, but not a lot of really good stab ice mons, in my opinion, at least. All right. So let's go on to the next one. So this was when the draft was live. So this is technically my first overall pick in the draft. So my first overall pick was Victini, nickname is gonna be Liberty, because you find that thing in the Statue of Liberty, beautiful Statue of Liberty found in great New York's, great New York City. But I don't know what I'm doing right there. But why did I draft Victini? So base 100s across the board, really good, really solid. But that's not really why I drafted it, because base 100, while good, it's not outstanding. But Victini is an outstanding mod, partially because it gets the most insane moves. So it gets Blue Flare, Bolt Strike, Double Edge, Energy Ball, Brick Break, Dazzling Gleam, Final Gambit. I probably never run Fire Blast because Blue Flare, but it's there. Flamethrower, Flare Blitz. I didn't even know it got Flare Blitz. That's kind of cool. Fusion. I don't know if I can run Fusion Blow and Fusion Flare. No, I don't think so. But it's not like I would want to run them anyway. Grass Knot for them fat mons trying to block me. It also gets access to Light Screen, which is pretty cool. Magic Coat, pretty cool bounce back move, just in case someone gets up once if I want to lead Victini and someone wants to get up rocks on me. Power Punch to already boost that base 100 attack, kind of cool. Psychic, Psyshock, quick attack for priority. Shadow Ball, it's pretty sweet. Signal Beam, Thunder, Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, Toxic, U-turn. Damn, what I'm trying to say is this mon Will-O-Wisp, U-turn, V-Create. And then V-Create is the main stab move. Look at that, base 180. Holy shit. Combine that with a Choice Band, or even if you don't even necessarily have to run Choice Band, this thing's going to hit hard. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is this thing is a very tough switch in for any team. This thing gets in, and it gets in for free. This thing is going to put a dent in someone, and you have to make a very tough decision whether or not you're going to particularly go to V-Create, Bolt Strike, or even a Psychic move like Zen Headbutt or Psychic. Or I could just turn right out of there with U-turn. Very overall, very customizable one and for the matchup, and just very good. Probably, I would say it's the best fire type in the league by far. But that's just me. I mean, maybe people may have other opinions, but I don't. I can't think of a better fire mon than Victini. And I also made this mon my Z mon. So what that means is in this league, you get to pick one mon that is your designated Z holder. You don't have to run a Z crystal, but you can run a Z crystal. So if I ran a Z Crystal Victini, like a Z, so if I did like the Fire Z V Create, someone was telling me it's a base 200 attack with no stat drops, which is insane. Because I can get that off, and then I can get another V Create off, and I don't think really any mon can live two V Creates. I mean, like, you have to be bulky as fuck to live 2 V Creates like that. I mean, I'm sure there's a mon who can live 2 V Creates. I mean, like, I've had Victini before. There are definitely mons who can live 2 V Creates, but it's very tough to live 2. Very tough for like a normal non-resistant mon to live 2 V Creates. So with my next pick, I picked up Lilandra, the Clefable. So, why did I pick Clefable? So, if you know from my JBA team, I did 6-0 someone with Clefable, and it is a very good Calm Mind setup sweeper. And overall, it's just like, look, sorry guys, sorry for the awkward pause. But yes, where was I with Clefable? So, very good Calm Mind setup sweeper, and then it just like Victini, it's very versatile. It learns a lot of different types of moves, so it learns like let's go down the list. Oh, look at that useful moves list. Oh my god! But look how long it is. Some mons don't have that. All right, so it gets let's go from over here. So it gets wish support, which is really cool, especially if I want to like bring in Mega Tyranitar and then try to get the wish off and everything like that. Learns trick, which it's not that like good of a trick user, but like something like maybe like almost like a flame orb trick set would be kind of cool, especially with like Magic Guard. It learns Thunder Wave, that yellow magic, and that's what it's really known for. Is Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave got nerfed in Gen 7, but still 90% accuracy. That's still pretty good. So it got nerfed like 10%, but that's like, I mean, 90% is still pretty sweet. It gets Thunderbolt, Thunder, Stealth Rocks. So I got 2 Stealth Rockers now. Don't think I would want to run Stealth Rocks, but sometimes match up might call for it. Gets access to Psychic and Side Shock, which should be sweet. Reflect, and I think it also gets Light Screen, so dual screens. Stab, Moonblast, which is phenomenal, especially like fairy types are very tough to deal with. Even if someone brought in a Steel type or like to take the Moonblast, I got Flamethrower, so that's that ain't working out. So it gets, oh yeah, it does get Light Screen, that's cool. It gets Knockoff, which is like super random. Like Knockoff get like a lot of mons get Knockoff for some reason. It's got access to Ice Beam, so Bolt Beam it up. Heal Bell, Healing Wish. So if I really think I'm gonna die, I can just Healing Wish and help someone else who's low. Heal Bell to help status. Grass Knot to fuck up them fat water mons and fat ground types. Pretty sweet. Flamethrower. So and Fire Blast, Fire Punch, 1/1 physical Clefable, but kind of cool. I think this is like one of the few mons that actually get access to. Does it get Energy Ball too? So let me see. No, it does not. But I think this is one of the few mons that gets access to Bolt Beam plus Flamethrower. Like, I don't think there are a lot of mons who get that. So I mean, pretty rare. If they do, I don't think there's that many. Counter, like to be that guy to run counter Clefable, but it could catch someone off guard. And then Calm Mind, which is really sweet. Couple that with Soft Boiled, and then you could like Calm Mind, Soft Boiled, Moonblast, Flamethrower, and max HP, max defense. Very, very good, very good set. And the set that I used before with this, and have overwhelmed certain teams. Clefable is just a really good mon in general. Like it could really overwhelm like a team. It's one of the best it is probably the best Gen 6 mon. And I mean, look, we're in Gen 7, but the king still stays the king. I mean, it's not Tapu Lele, but but Tapu Lele is banned in this, so it's still a very, very difficult mon to deal with, and just the custom mobility with it, with stuff like Magic Guard, so it can't get statused, or it can't like take damage from rocks, or unaware to stop like a setup sweeper from just like wrecking my life. And the stats are like pretty well. 95 HP, 90 special defense, 95 is not like terrible. Speed's pretty bad, and the defense and attack is pretty bad. But if you put a lot of investment into defense, and then do something like that, and then just like run Calm Mind, like you're gonna like it's a pretty sizable, pretty good from a defensive standpoint. Overall, I just like Clefable. It's pretty sweet, man. Next we have Royal Flush, the Jellicent. So, little story, mid-draft, I did not realize that Vaporeon was franchised, so I tried to draft Vaporeon, and then someone was like, nah, franchise. So I was like, shit. And then someone was like, why don't you just get Jellicent? And I was like, sure. And, why did I get Jellicent, though? Because I really just got Jellicent for Water Absorb. I mean, it's pretty useful ability. That's why I like initially drafted it. But looking at it, it's pretty cool, man. It's got base 100 HP, which is really good, and then base 105 special defense, which is pretty good too. Defense is 70, but couple that with like being a ghost type, and that with HP, it's like, you know, it could take hits. Why else did I get Jellicent? Well, water and ghost is just like a very unique ability, unique typing. There's not a lot of those kind of mons, and coupled with water absorb, which is pretty sweet because if you think about it, like I have Damian Wayne the Gligar and Victini, Liberty the Victini, and both these mons do not want to appreciate a Scald, and especially with Gligar doesn't want to appreciate Ice Beam, and then this little bugger right here can take both of those and help protect them from a defensive standpoint. And I knew I was getting T-Tar, so I was like, damn, I'm gonna have a lot of mons weak to ice, weak to water, or weak to ice, or weak to water, I should say. It also has the ability called Curse Body, which is pretty sweet. It if it gets hit by a physical attack, it has a 30% chance to disable it. So it's a little trolly, but it's still like pretty useful in certain abilities and in certain instances. Like if my opponent doesn't have like a really strong water type, then I could just run Curse Body instead of Water Absorb. Now let's take a look at its move pool. It gets a lot of pretty interesting attacks. Energy Ball, which is pretty sweet, especially coming from water type. It gets Dark Pulse, kind of cool from a ghost type. Most ghost types get Dark Pulse, but ghosts and dark kind of like cover each other. Access to Hex, which is pretty sweet because this mon gets Will-O-Wisp and I don't think it gets T-Wave, right? No, but the ability to Will-O-Wisp or Toxic combined with Hex, it can lead to some serious damage. Trick, which is always nice to have. Let's see, what else did we get? Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb, which is pretty cool to like hit a fairy. So if I wanted to make this to like wall a fairy type and then hit it back with like a Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb, like I could. I don't know how much damage it would do, but you know, it's an option. Psychic, Magic Coat to block status non-damage moves. So like someone wants to drop a Toxic on me, and if I want to predict that, I can drop Magic Coat on it. Giga Drain, which is kind of cool for recovery, and just like a very like interesting mon with a lot of like cool different moves. Taunt too. It's kind of weird that this thing will get taunt, but whatever, I'll take it. So yeah, it's just like I don't know how I necessarily feel about it, but Vaporeon was definitely the better fit in my opinion. But whatever, can't complain too much. This one's kind of cool, kind of weak. Well, so far my team is pretty weak to knockoff. So that motivated me to get my next mon, Xena the Mienshao. So at this point in the draft, I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to get. I think I was debating between this and Heliolisk. I think Heliolisk was still on the board at this time. I believe it was. But ultimately, I decided to grab Xena, partially because this thing can blow back a Dark type and blow back an Ice type. So at this point in the draft, that's what I was kind of weak to, a Dark and Ice, and so yeah. So why is this mon so good? Because it has 125 attack. That's why, and it has two really good abilities, or three really good abilities in Inner Focus, Regenerator, Reckless. So Reckless basically, with anything with recoil or crash damage, it boosts the power by 1.2, and does it have crash damage? Oh yes, it does. It has one of the most live by the sword, die by the sword moves in High Jump Kick. So I could run something like Reckless High Jump Kick or Reckless Choice Scarf High Jump Kick, and that's gonna do a shit ton of damage. Coming from a Stab, Mienshao, Stab base 125 attack mon, boosted 1.2, and a High Jump Kick is base 130 attack. Reckless High Jump Kick is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot of different mons, even resisted. But if I didn't want to be that guy, I could run Regenerator. Regenerator is still pretty good. ability restores 1/3 of max HP once it goes around, and it gets a really cool move in U-turn. So if I wanted to run like U-turn Regenerator, it's basically getting 30% back every time I click one move. Other moves it gets is Fake Out, which is pretty sweet for like, especially for the lead. It gets Knockoff, which is pretty sweet because just in case I'm facing off against like something like Porygon 2, or like let's say like I don't know, like another Violet Mon like Golbat, not or Piloswine or something like that, I can knock the Violet off, and then really hamper that Mon's ability to defense. It also gets access to Rock Slide and Stone Edge, which is pretty sweet. Like those are pretty good coverage moves, especially against like flying types. Another taunt user. A lot of my mons like talk shit and taunt it up. It also gets an aerial ace. That's pretty sweet. Just in case I wanted to like, I don't even know who I'd hit with that. Like a Heracross or something like that. I don't know if anybody drafted Heracross or like a some like Quad Weak fighting bug type mon or something like that. Low kick to hit fat steel types. I think high jump kick would still do more damage, but low kick, like if I wasn't real enough to run high jump kick, I could still run a low kick for like a really fat defense mon. Power up punch, pretty sweet, especially with this attack, like in speed. Get a power up punch off and start running house on the team. And then it also has access to Baton Pass. So if I wanted to like be that guy and run Clawmon, Baton Pass, Focus Blast, Grass Knot, I could. Like that's not a bad. It's a bad set, but it's not like a terrible set. This mod does get 95 special attack, so a special attacking set is not out of the realm of possibility. Another option would be to run like Sub Baton Pass or something like that. That is a pretty common set, or not a pretty common set, but it is a known set. Yeah, so I just wanted some like offensive physical power and some speed. So I wanted him on over 100. That's why I drafted Mienshao, Xena the Princess Warrior. She's gonna be slapping these fools. So let's go on to the next pick. So at this point in the draft, I also wanted a little more speed. So my team, although Victini is fast with 100 and Mienshao is 105 fast, I wanted a mon that can outspeed base 100s with a Jolly nature. So if you look at it like this, or let's just make this Jolly for example purposes, 328. Base 115, I think is the minimum that, yeah, base 115 mons, max speed. You don't have to run a plus speed nature to outspeed the hundreds. So I wanted at least one or two mons that could do that, because not all the time do I want to run Jolly. Sometimes I just want some speed power. So that's what I did with Sneasel, nicknamed Westchester, because we the Westchester Weaviles. I'm stupid. So why else did I draft him besides speed and the nice base 95 attack? Well, the typing is pretty dope with Dark and Ice. Sure, I get blown back by a fighting type, but it is very good coverage. It gets access to Stab Knockoff, Stab Ice Shard, and Stab Icicle Crash. These three moves pretty much make Sneasel like a very valuable one. As I've said in other draft videos or draft analysis videos, these moves are very valuable. Combine that with like Pursuit, or let's say Poison Jab, or Low Kick. Those are pretty much the very standard sets. It also gets access to Swordsdance, so if you want to run like Focus Sash, Swordsdance, something like that. If you want to run something like that, you could. It also gets ability. I think it gets counter, right? Yes, it does. So a very good Focus Sash counter mod, which is such a troll thing to do. But hey, that's why I'm here, just to troll the SSL. It's a very like interesting mod, so to speak. It's frail. It's super frail, and it can't hit as hard as Weavile, but it still's got the speed, and it still got the dope priority on Shard. Yeah, so that was my first 5 mons. So moving along, looking at my team, what I really needed was some defense, and I wanted to get defense, a spiker, and a spinner. So I drafted Banks, the Fortress, who actually in this GBA Season 3 is probably the LVP of the team, is the front runner for the LVP of the team. But that being said, I do really like Banks. I really like it as a mon. It's pretty reliable. It gets Rapid Spin, Stealth Rocks, Spikes, and Toxic Spikes. I think this is like the only mon that gets access to all three of these things. It also gets the ability Sturdy, which means it can't get killed in one hit. You have to either have Stealth Rocks up or, you know, or some like, I don't know if Moldbreaker, yeah, I think Moldbreaker does break through Sturdy and just OHKOs it straight off the rip. I'm not sure, I've never actually like encountered that, so don't quote me on that. Besides like these utility moves, it gets kind of cool moves like Volt Switch. Volt Switch for slow momentum. Slow momentum is important, I think, especially for this team, because I've got a lot of heavy hitters like Victini, Mian Chao, and like Mega Tyranitar, as you can see. Especially for Mega Tyranitar, like if I wanted to like slow turn out of here and then get a really bad matchup problem on my opponent, and get up a Dragon Dance with Tyranitar, or force my opponent to eat a V-Create, you know, like that's gonna like break through walls, or get in Clefable for free, and then start setting up Calm Minds and start winning the game. It is very a valuable mon to have, or a valuable what's the word I'm looking for? Very valuable tool to have to help set up and win the game. It also gets troll move like an explosion, which is actually not a troll move for Fortress. It is a known move for it to use because it explosion is very good. Like especially lead, like if for like a lead mon, I should say. So I can get up rocks if it brings me down to my Custap, and then or brings me down to Sturdy. If I was running something like Custap Berry, then I could like explode right then and there. Kind of cool. I don't really like doing that kind of stuff, but it's an option. So for my next pick, I wanted a dragon, and I wanted a special attacking dragon. So I got a familiar face for all you Westchester Weavile fans. I got the Count. Noivern the Count. It is why did I draft it? Well, I actually really enjoy it in JBA Season 3, and it's a mon I feel somewhat comfortable with, which is a plus. Looking at its stats, it doesn't have the most overwhelming stats except for 123 speed, which is amazing. 123 speed is really, really good, and coupled with like an ability like Infiltrator and Frisk, that speed can really come in handy. So Frisk is a really cool ability because it can identify the item, and especially in League when people are running all these like wacky berries or like wacky sets, like, you know, I just want to like know what this mon is, know what another mon is running, and then I can get an idea of like what this is. And random choice scarf users, of course, too. Can't forget about the random scarf users. But its move pool is actually pretty sick too. It's got access to Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse, of course, being Dragon. It got access to Boom Burst, which, I mean, non-stat Boom Burst, like whatever, but still a hard-hitting mon. It's got access to Hurricane, Stab Hurricane, which is pretty sweet. If I want to try to miss Hurricanes, totally run that. Access to Recovery and Moonlight. This one is really frail, so I don't know if I would actually want to do that, but it's just like kind of a waste. Psychic, Shadow Ball, like that's kind of random that this thing gets Psychic, but whatever. Shadow Ball, access to Switcheroo, which is really cool, especially with like Noivern. If I run like Choice Scarf, Switcheroo, could be very deadly. Whirlwind to phase people out. I don't have a lot of phasers, which is not good on this team. But you know, it is what it is. We also have access to U-Turn, so another turn mon, and Tailwind, of course, pretty good. Cool. Taunt, Tailwind, U-Turn, and Whirlwind, all very good support moves, and Switcheroo, all very good support moves. Combine that with like some of its coverage and like Draco, Dark Pulse, and all that. It's, you know, just overall, it's like a decent mon. I got it for a tier 4. I think that's that's where it should be. Tier 4, tier 3. It can do a lot of stuff. I don't know. Hopefully this mon doesn't fail me and picks up some nice Draco Meteor kills. But yeah, I just got it for like fast turns and the ability Frisk and Stab Dragon. So I could just yell out, I got that Draco, and then drop top, screaming free Kodak. That's all I want to. That's all I want to yell out during the matches. All right. So who do we got next? We have poor man's Cresselia, the Musharna. So nicknamed like 12 because this thing is a baby. This thing is a big baby. Like 12. This I don't know why. This thing is like, I'm not saying that for all y'all who get the reference, not saying that the person is a baby, but you know, I'm just saying it's a mad young looking mon. So why did I draft this? Because look at this stat. This thing is a huge motherfucker, fat motherfucker. Look at this. HP is 116, special defense is 95, and defense is 85. Those are really good stats for a defensive mon. Psychic is not like the greatest defensive typing in the world, but it's still something. It has the ability to forewarn, which is kind of cool because like you can tell which on switching like what oh, like that mon is running V-Crate, or like that mon's strongest move is Earthquake, and then you can like kind of judge power wise what's coming off. It also has the ability to synchronize, so this mon may bait like certain status inducing habits, so like toxic, like a lot of people might try to toxic this to wear this down, but if you toxic this, you are also going to get toxic, so it's pretty cool. Then it has access to Baton Pass, which is pretty sweet because this mon is fat as hell. So because this is fat, I can get up at least one Calm Mind and Baton Pass that to maybe, let's say, Clefable, and maybe that could be enough for Clefable to do Clefable things. It's got access to Healing Wish, pretty sweet. Recovery, like if it's about to die, just Healing Wish someone all their health back. And Thunder Wave, Toxic, Trick, and it has access to Moonlight. So it really is a poor man's Crest, but it's pretty sweet. It's just like a very good defensive mon. Could do some shenanigans with Baton Pass. Slow momentum, again, I love slow momentum, so very useful for me, at least, in my opinion. Does it get anything else? Oh, it gets Curse. That's pretty cool. Set up a couple curses, and then, you know, pass that along. Let's see, what else does it get? Let's see if it gets any other setup moves. It gets Yawn. Wow. It gets Skill Swap. That's kind of cool. Secret Power. Does it get Store Power? Oh, let's see. Does it get Store Power? Nah, but it does get Psychic Terrain. It's pretty sweet. For 5 turns, grounded plus Psychic Power, and then priority safe. So I can maybe like, I don't even know what I would do with that, but maybe like Gravity 2 for 5 turns, negates all ground moves. So kind of like weird mon, but you know, whatever. Barrier, defense by 2. Yo, run that barrier, Musharna, be like Mewtwo, turn this into a Mewtwo type mon. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one, but I do like its defense, and I do like what it can do, and the enticing Baton Pass made me want to draft this. I got this for a tier 5 mon. Yeah, tier 5 is kind of shitty tier. Anyway, it's more of just like support mons and mons that can like do things. It's not going to overwhelm a team. It's not going to sweep a team, but I mean, maybe if I got a couple combines up, but yeah, I mean, overall, that's why I drafted it. So, at this point in the draft, Mega T-Tar is still available, but I know no one else can draft a Mega, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to go with this Tier 2 mon. I got this pretty late, so there was not a lot of Tier 2 mons left, so I decided to go with Matrix, the Sylvally. So, I actually think this mon's pretty bad. I don't think it's that good. I don't think it's worthy of a Tier 2, but from the looks of it, I can make it work. I want to make Sylvally work. It's got really good stats, 95 across the board. I wish it was 100 across the board, and I think it would be more worthy of a Tier 2. But it also has like a pretty weird ability in Arceus system, so if I hold like an electric plate, like electric memory, I become an electric type, or if I hold a fire memory, I become a fire type, which is pretty sweet. And then combine that with multi-attack, so type varies depending on the base of the held memory. So I basically get a stab any move I want, stab 90 attack any move I want. It's pretty interesting, to say the least. besides multi-attack and like multi-attack shenanigans, it has a pretty shallow move pool. It does get some cool for like shallow move pool for a mon that can be every type. Let's say it actually does have some cool moves, but for a mon that could literally be every type, it could get better moves. Like I wish this thing got Earthquake and Knockoff. Like if it got Earthquake and Knockoff, then I could see some more viability in it. Especially Knockoff or like Extreme Speed. I wish it got Extreme Speed, Knockoff, and Earthquake. I wish those were the 3 moves it got, and I think it would be a lot better mon, in my opinion. So it also has access to U-turn, which is pretty sweet for momentum purposes. Thunder Wave, pretty cool. Thunderbolt, Surf, Shadow Ball, Rock Slide. This move, Parting Shot. This is a very useful move, especially for like setup opportunities because it can lower special attack and attack by 1. It's pretty much like a weaker memento, and instead of killing yourself for memento, you can just get Parting Shot, and then it lowers the target, but then also you have switch. So it's basically like it's like memento without dying, and it lowers your special attack by 1 stage instead of 2 stage, or attack and special attack by 1 instead of 2. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool move. Not a lot of mons get Parting Shot. I think it's only like Pangaro and like Persian are the only those are like the only 3 mons that get Parting Shot, which is kind of weird. I'm probably missing someone, but so it gets Iron Head, Ice Beam. So Ice is a Bolt Beam. Bolt Beam is pretty useful, especially in League. There's like Ice and like Electric cover like so many like each other very well. It gets access to Flamethrower. So I guess I answered my own question when I was saying wow, is Clefable the only like one of the only mons that gets like access to Bolt Beam plus Flamethrower? So I guess Still Valley gets it too. I'm sure Mew gets it, and then Arceus probably gets it. Those are probably like the 4 the only mons that get it, and I have 2 of them. Probably the 2 wackest ones out of the 4, because Mew. Well, I don't know if Mew is better than Clefable, but Arceus is definitely better than all 3 of them. Let's see what else does it get. It gets Draco Meteor and Dragon Claw, so it can run like Dragon Memory and run Stab Draco Meteor. But for the most part, I'm going to be using this mon as like a plug and play mon. That's why I named it Matrix. You plug in and then you play. But definitely going to be running Parting Shot a lot, and definitely going to be running U-turn a lot. And maybe Thunder Wave. So like I said, with Parting Shot, Thunder Wave, U-turn, and like multi-hit with like a specific memory, depending on who I want to hit, could be a very valuable set. Yeah, and that's just it. Like I think this mon's bad, but I want to make this one work really badly. If that makes sense. Now to our last pick, the pick that we've been building up to the whole draft. We have Mega Tyranitar, aka Rex Ryan. So why did I get Mega? Well, I didn't choose Mega Tyranitar. I randomized it. But that being said, Mega Tyranitar is a beast. Look at these stats: base 100 HP, base 164 attack, base 150 defense, 95 special attack, special defense 120, and 71 speed. 71 speed, kind of trash. But everything else is really good. And it needs these stats. It really needs these stats because it being a rock dark type, it literally has 7 weaknesses. And one of them being a quad weakness to fighting. So it really needs these bulk ass sets to be successful. But why else is Mega Tyranitar good? So it gets a pretty cool move called Dragon Dance, which raises its attack and speed by 1. So if I run like a max special or a max speed Jolly, and then get 1 Dragon Dance up, like let's say if I run something like this, right? So if I go like this, 396, 265, if I boost that by 1, oh my god, it might actually be game over. Because look at what this coverage mon gets. It gets access to Crunch, which is Stab, Earthquake, which is just a monster, Fire Fang. It gets access to Ice Fang. It gets. Wait, does this mon get... Oh my god. Wow. I just said to myself, there's not a lot of mons who get Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt. And I literally found 3 on my team to get it. Alright. I'm just not gonna say there's not a lot of mons who get it. But it gets access to like literally every coverage move though. Like it gets Iron Head, Ice Beam, Ice Fang, Fire Fang, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Thunder Wave, Toxic, Stone Edge, which is Stab, Shadow Claw. I think it gets Superpower too, right? Yep, Superpower. Low Kick, which would be kind of funny. Power Up Punch, Iron Head, Home Claws, Focus Blast. Like this one gets so many moves. Like its typing is so trash, but it can overwhelm a team if I get it in on the right matchup. And if you take a look at my team, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Mons out of 11 who could potentially get a switch in or can generate momentum. So I have 7 Mons out of 11 who could generate momentum. You don't think I'm going to get a good matchup with Mega Tyranitar? You're crazy. It's going to happen at least once this season. I'm hoping for a Mega Tyranitar sweep. And if I play this right, I can at least get 1 or 2. Hopefully more. Hopefully all 11 games will end in a Mega Tyranitar sweep, and this thing will win MVP. But beggars can't be choosers. But if I don't want to run like a Dragon Dance setting sweep, I can still do a lot of different things. It has the ability to Sandstream, which boosts the special defense by 1.5. So this special defense is already boosted, which is really nice. I could run more like a defensive set because of it, because of Sandstream. I can run even a special set. It's got the move pool for a special set. Not like a necessarily good move pool for a special set, but yeah, it's like there. This Mon is here to destroy lives and to bust down and sweep teams and break through walls and set up and do all that. It's a really good Mon, and I'm super excited to use it. So yeah, that's my team. It's pretty cool. I hope to just go over 500 in this league. I think like the first, it's weird. This season I'm playing like, I think like the first 5 people I play against I've never played against, and then like the last 5 people I'm playing against, or like I've played against, or it's like I think I'm playing 11 games, and I think the first 5 are people I've never played, and then the last 6 are people I have played. So it's pretty cool. Can't wait to just try this team out, see what's whack about it. I might make some free agency changes. I don't know, depending on if I like something or if I don't. I wish I at least picked up 1 grass mon or 1 electric mon, but you know, we're gonna try to make this team work, and hopefully we're gonna have fun doing it. Have any thoughts about my team, about the league, about anything? Definitely let me know in the comment section. Drop a like, drop a sub if you're new, especially if you're one of the new coaches in the SSL watching. I'm going to try to link everybody's channel in the description below. I don't know if I can get everybody's channel, but I'll try to get as many people as possible. Or as many people that I know, of course, that have a channel. So yeah, week 1 starts next week, and we are going to rock out. And I think we're playing the Carolina Clefable week 1, so yeah, you know, Clefable. Gotta bring it for against the Carolina Clefables. But yeah, so it should be interesting. I don't really even know what his team is, but we're gonna start prepping now. So until next time, Moody Claws out.